You're listening to a podcast by the Perennial Leader Project. Welcome to another episode of Perennial Wisdom. As always, I hope this finds you feeling wise and well. In this episode, or meditation, we journey with Saint Francis of Assisi, the saint of simplicity, the lover of birds and brother sun, and we sit with one simple yet powerful idea. Quote, "Perfect joy is not found in success or comfort, but in humility and love." Close quote. Now, granted, that may sound strange, paradoxical, maybe even unappealing. But stay with me. You see, St. Francis didn't define joy the way the world usually does. He didn't seek it in admiration, recognition, or pleasure. He found it in letting go. In descent, not ascent. In being emptied of pride, so that he could be filled with grace. Let's begin with this moment from his life, recorded in The Little Flowers of St. Francis, a collection of stories and sayings preserved by his early companions. St. Francis is walking with his friend, Brother Leo, down a cold, muddy road in winter. They're soaked, hungry, shivering even. And St. Francis turns to Brother Leo and says, quote, "Brother, if we arrive at the monastery and they turn us away, if they shout at us, strike us, and refuse us shelter, and if we bear all this with patience and without complaint, thinking of the sufferings of Christ, then, write this down, Brother Leo, this is perfect joy." Close quote. Now, imagine that. Joy in being rejected, in being misunderstood, in being humiliated. St. Francis isn't saying we should seek out suffering. He's saying true joy comes when nothing can rob us of peace, because joy that depends on circumstances is always fragile. Let me ask you this as we reflect together. What do you believe you need to be joyful? What stories do you tell yourself? If I could just get the job, or if I had more money, more time, more praise. But St. Francis invites us to a different world, one where joy isn't earned or acquired, but received. He writes, quote, "Where there is poverty with joy, there is neither cupidity nor avarice." Close quote. That's the paradox. The more we let go, the more joy we experience. St. Francis gave everything away, not to punish himself, but to be free. Free from clinging, free from comparison, free from the ego that always wants more. And when he let go of everything, he discovered everything. His joy came from living simply, from praising God in sparrows and sunrises and scraps of bread. He didn't need the world to applaud him because he had awakened to the miracle of existence itself. As he wrote in his Canticle of the Creatures, quote, "Praised be you, my Lord, with all your creatures, especially brother sun, through whom you give us light." Close quote. This kind of joy doesn't ignore suffering. It transforms it. It doesn't deny hardship. It simply refuses to be defined by it. And above all, this kind of joy doesn't wait for everything to be perfect to know peace. As St. Francis stressed to his followers, quote, "Let us therefore desire nothing else. Let us wish for nothing else. Let nothing else please us and cause us delight, except our Creator and Redeemer and Savior." Close quote. So maybe the invitation is simple. Let go. If that sounds like too much of a stretch, consider simply loosening your grip. Release the need to be admired, the need to be right, the need to win, and instead say yes to what is, to the present moment, to the slow, sacred work of becoming who you are. This, at least according to St. Francis, is the path of perfect joy. Thank you for listening to the Perennial Wisdom podcast. I hope you found something useful for daily life. If so, I encourage you to put what you heard into practice. Until next time, be wise and be well.